All right, Libra. So, well, how interesting is this that we have the magician, which to me, definitely represents balance. And we've got the King of Swords, which represents you. The moon to me represents Cancer. Also, Aries may be of significance. And of course, Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo. But I'm being led to walk for, oh my gosh, I just realized this. Okay. As I said, I believe I said this earlier that in the Gemini reading, we had the Ten of Swords and we had the Ace of Swords, but the outcome was the King of Pentacles. So I feel the fact that, I mean, this is the magician and not the Ace of Swords, but I feel like Gemini, it might be important for you to watch Gemini's reading. I do feel that there is some cycle that is trying to end. This 10 gets reduced down to a 1 and something new is beginning. It is trying to emerge. And I feel for some of you that you are possibly in this situation, one of these people. Whereas for some, if you choose, you could be in this position. Okay, so that's one of the things that I wanted to bring up. First of all, there may be a dynamic where there's two people and well, there could be three people involved and you have a decision to make between two people. Now, as I said, the pentacles represent Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. The swords represent Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. What's interesting though is this is in my challenge position. And this may be, with the moon here, an aspect of you, because I feel like self-reflection, and I picked this up for Gemini, is going to be very important for you in the rest of September. But it's almost like the King of Swords is in reverse here. And I feel that there is a situation where there's a choice to be made between allowing two aspects of yourself. It's almost like, I liken it to, those old cartoons where you've got the little devil on one side and the angel on the other. And it's, what aspect are you allowing to come through? We all have that positive and negative side, to varying degrees, but this may definitely be two people. And there may be somebody new coming in, but the challenge is that you are stuck here with somebody that is holding you back. And if it's not a person, it's a situation that you may be involved in. Because the King of Swords in the challenge position is almost reverse. And I feel like this could be very self-destructive, or this could be somebody who's not quite, with the moon here, there are secrets or there are things that are keeping you back, or maybe somebody in your life is being held back in some aspect. And because I'm getting out of fear, out of anxiety, I'm not seeing the gifts that you have to offer with the magician. And so you're being like almost held down. It's seeing yourself, like I said, more in this position instead of being the one that is up here. Now, some of you could be up here, but as much as you're giving, it's almost like you're generous to a fault, or you're allowing people to, and not like on a conscious level. This could be very subconscious, where they're kind of taking advantage of you. Like you keep giving and giving and giving, and no matter how much you give, it doesn't satisfy the other person. And maybe that's why the King of Swords is here in reverse. You might be watching this video because there's a Libra in your life and you keep giving and they're never satisfied. It's almost like they have harsh words. There's fighting or there's battles. And it's no matter what you do, you're feeling defeated. This could be a boss in the workplace, especially here with the King of Pentacles. And you give, and they keep gaining, but somehow there's some type of, like, you're losing, or there's energy that is draining to you. You're feeling self-defeated, or you're feeling stabbed in the back. And now you have to make a decision on how much longer you're going to allow this to happen. Some of you, it may be to the point where there's fear that's holding you back in terms of, can I make it on my own? Can I get out of this? Can I go to a new job? That there's some kind of anxiety that's holding you back. Now, another thing that I am getting is also there's legal issues. So maybe this is you're with somebody. This could be a marriage and somebody new comes in here. Or there's the aspect of wanting to feel secure when, with this being in the challenge position, you're not feeling secure. And maybe this is a marriage or something that you're wanting to get out of, but the issue is possibly not just security, but it's financial security. It's money that you're not able to get out. Maybe you're wanting to, because I'm getting something legal also. Well, how appropriate for you, Libra, but I feel like there is a legal issue going on here. And maybe there's, the problem is that you don't have money. Let's say if you wanted to file for divorce or something like that. But it's like, for some of you, you're generous to a fault. You're forgiving. For others, I feel like this person they're giving you just enough. They're giving you, maybe just enough to have you stay in the picture or to not pursue something legal. They're not really giving you what you want, though. They're giving you what you need. But, it's not really satisfying to some degree. Now, I feel like there could be a lawsuit or something that is drug related, or somebody is possibly, okay, this may be for one person, and I feel like this may not be you, but the moon may be here. Because there is anxiety, there is fear about something drug related, or somebody is involved with drugs that you're trying to help. And it's like, no matter what you do, they keep going back because, and they could end up with legal issues around these drugs. Now, I'm also getting something like a malpractice involving drugs. So I don't know if somebody was possibly under surgery. There was some type of loss. Doesn't mean a total loss, but I mean, it could be that somebody passed or lost their life, and there's a legal malpractice suit that is in the works that is developing. Also is another way that I'm reading this, because I'm getting also like medical. And somebody was supposed to take care of somebody, and they didn't. And so there's a legal situation that may be coming out of this. And so somebody could be searching for an attorney, This could be, because I feel like this could be surgical, like not just medication. I don't know if this was medication, like, putting somebody, when they go to surgery, they have to be put out, and there was an issue with the medication. So I'm feeling that also. But I really feel there's a lot of, there's battles going on here and possibly harsh words being spoken. But do not allow somebody to keep you down or to threaten you, to hold you back, because at the root you have all these abilities at your table, or you have other options at your table that you may not be noticing or you may not be looking at. And I think that it's important that you release this fear. I'm getting, with the moon, this is, to me, Cancer, cutting out the cancer in your life. What's keeping you back? What's holding you back? And I feel like it's facing the music, facing your anxieties, facing fear in some way, because there could be a situation where it's just gotten very comfortable. This is so similar to Gemini. It's a little eerie. So I would definitely check out Gemini's reading if that has any importance, or Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or the sign of Cancer is what I'm feeling. Also Aries, but particularly Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and Cancer. So, and I feel like this can be coming to an end. You have the ability to some degree to really focus on this light and your skills. I almost feel like this could even be very much work related, where somebody is not allowing your gifts or your skills to immerse. And maybe it's out of their own fear that you might be better than they are in some aspect.